So what you have here is 6 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. It was the best sale priced chicken that they had, so I just went for it. And I have only simply seasoned them with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. That's about it. I did both sides. I lightly greased the bottom with some coconut oil, just literally just a wipe through, just not even a quarter of a teaspoon, just enough to grease up the pan slightly. I'm going to bake this at 350 for 20 minutes covered with foil. I'm going to seal it completely, and then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to cook it for 10 more minutes uncovered. I mean, I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to uncover it and cook it for 10 more minutes. And I'll show you once we're done, and I'll show you what else I'm going to do with this. Fold it up. I poked 3 little holes. That one got water on it from the knife I just took out of the... I just washed it. But anyways, I just wanted to show you I did poke 3 small little holes. That was it. So I'm coming up with a crazy concoction here. I have 1 extra large egg, and I have 1/3 cup of Monterey Jack, Colby Jack mixed cheese. I'm going to add 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese and 1/3 cup of almond flour, and I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because I got the Parmesan. And I will show you what this comes out with at the end. I'm hoping to make something similar to a hash brown like type of deal that I can make patties and fry. So far I've only added the 1/3 cup of Parmesan. I'm going to add the almond flour next and stir it up, and I'll be back after I add the almond flour. I thought, shoot, I should add a little baking powder, so that's what that is. I'm going to stir it up. You see it's thick and pasty. I'm going to refrigerate it while the chicken cooks. Once the chicken's down to its last 10 minutes, then I'll go ahead and start this. Alright, see you guys soon. So I ended up cooking them about 15 minutes longer. Because they were not even, I couldn't even smell them yet. So if I can't smell them, I know they're not even done. Or close to it. It made a nice amount of liquid. I'm going to go ahead and drain some liquid out. And I'm going to throw them back in the oven so the tops just, I don't want them to overcook or nothing, but I just want to give them just a, they're still kind of, I think they're slight, I don't know though. I don't usually cook thighs. But chicken, I know that's done, it's so thin. But anyways, we shall return. I got a decent amount of liquid out of those freaking boneless, skinless thighs. And I went ahead and I popped them back in the oven, and I turned it up to 400 degrees, and I'm going to let them cook for 10 minutes, take them out, and then I'm going to continue. Butter in the skillet. Got my pasty dough stuff out that I made a little bit ago. We're going to make balls and fry them. I'm going to flatten them and do them like pancakes and fry them up. I'll show you once they get one going in the pan. So they're a little off-sized, but let's just hope they turn out at all. Because they're a little bit, I don't know. They're not, I don't know, we'll have to see. They smell freaking good though. But I went ahead and, you really should wet your hands. It helps a lot with handling the dough. That was part of the problem with the first one. It was sticking so bad, and I just flipped it off into the pan. And I'm letting it cook until I pretty much think they're golden brown and I can flip them. This is like one of those pancake things where you got to kind of just play it out, because I didn't make no extra. This is all I made. Chicken's got a couple minutes more. And I'll be back shortly. And there you have it. I flipped them all over, and they flipped over fairly easy. But I did have to take the spatula from one side to the other to pick that up. Otherwise it would have broke right off. But they flipped over. They're still a little soft. I'm going to let them cook on a low temperature just to kind of, not dry them out, but just to kind of get that moisture out that's in there from all the butter, because I think it's, you know, it's making it like loose. And just to make sure it cooked all the way. Alright, I'll show you once we get to the next part, which is the, it's called a gravy, but it's not gravy. You'll see, we're using sour cream. Alright, be back. Little fake potato pancake type of things. My chicken sitting back there for the moment. This is my liquid from the pan, and I've already scraped and got as much as I could without adding extra liquid, because I just want to use this. I'm going to squeeze approximately 1/3 cup of Daisy sour cream into this and give it a whirl with the whisk and see how thick it is, and then I will add a tablespoon at a time to my liking. That's what I suggest that you do the same. Start with the 1/3. If that's enough for you, stop there. If not, add a little bit more. You can season as you like too. Sour cream in here. This is 1/3 cup. We might need to add a little more. I'm going to taste it too. I might add xanthan gum if I decide. I don't know. I'll let you know whatever I do though. This might be fine. I don't want it too liquidy though. I could tighten it up with a little bit of Parmesan. That's always the answer in my book. Alright, that's what it looks like so far. I'm going to let it simmer for a few minutes and see if it'll thicken up. I'll be back shortly. This really doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. So, it tastes mostly like a very light hint of chicken with sour cream. That's it. So, I'm going to hit it with some pepper. I got some water boiling because I'm going to go ahead and throw in some bouillon. I'm going to hit it with some onion powder and garlic powder. I got literally a tablespoon of water in a microwave. This is onion powder I'm putting in. You see, I'm just sprinkling this. I'm going with what looks comfortable to me. If you're not sure, go with a half a teaspoon at a time. Alright, I'll be back shortly. I'm going to put my bouillon cube in that and let it dissolve because I don't want to use a lot of water. Alright, be back. My battery's dying, so I gotta make this quick. I went ahead and I put 1 bouillon cube in this. I didn't even do water. I just let it melt down in the liquid since it was liquidy enough. Then I added 2 tablespoons pretty much. They weren't heaping or nothing. They were slightly under, really, of Parmesan because I didn't want to over cheese it. It tastes really good now, and I think I'm satisfied with it. And I will be back shortly to show you the prep. And here's my completed plate. There's 2 pieces of chicken and 2 of the fake potato things. And I'm about to eat it. And here, I'll give you an example of what this tastes like. Freaking delicious. That's good. I think the hubby will like it. Alright, see you guys later.